At NAB in Las Vegas, Saramonic offers a huge variety of wireless mobile microphone solutions at affordable price points. This is MacVoices. MacVoices is supported by HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Go to hellofresh.com/MacVoices16 and use code MacVoices16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is MacVoices at NAB in Las Vegas. Folks, we're in the Saramonic booth talking to Joe about what's new with their audio gear. And boy, do they have a lot of audio gear. Joe, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Saramonic, we've talked to you all once before at NAB, and I became aware of just what a wide product line you have. You have a little bit of everything.
We have a lot of everything, and we have a lot of things actually, not only for cameras, but for mobile devices. We have probably the most mobile device-friendly audio solutions in the market. And that's one of the reasons I was very inspired by this company when I took this on. There's so much innovation, so many things that other devices don't do, and I'll be happy to show you some of those things.
I would love to show some of this stuff, so let's do it.
Excellent. Let's get started. First, what I'd like to show you is the Blink 500 Pro X B1 and B2. This is actually the B2 system here, but as you can see there, the B1 is actually the single transmitter version, and the B2 is the dual transmitter version. A couple really cool features about this. Let's get started with the first, turning the system on. So when you open the case from being closed, like when you get ready to start shooting, you open it up, you wait about 2-3 seconds, and as you'll see, the charging case automatically turns the transmitters on, which allows you to literally just pull the transmitters out, put the receiver on the phone, hand your transmitters to the talent, and you're ready to record. You're off to the races in seconds. The system includes lavalier microphones, so it allows you to use lavalier microphones for a much more discreet recording than actually just clipping the transmitter for your shirt. But if you wanted to clip a transmitter for your shirt, they have an internal microphone with an omnidirectional microphone, and of course a furry windscreen. One thing that's really cool about the transmitters is they have a 10-hour battery life on them. Same with the receiver. That gives you a huge amount of power right out of the box. So you turn them on, you have 10 hours of battery life. But not only that, the charging case gives an additional 2.5 times charging, which allows you will give you 35 hours of charging, or 35 hours of power out of the box. So I charge this before I head out for the weekend. I don't have to charge it again for the entire weekend, and I could shoot for 35 hours, which is insane. For backpackers and interviewers who are constantly on the go, this is an amazing thing. Also, on the transmitter, something that other transmitters in this kind of range do not have, this has a microphone input, which you can actually plug in, include lavalier, of course, or a shotgun microphone, a dynamic handheld, a battery-powered condenser microphone. But it has plug-in power for those micro shotguns, as well as you can switch it to line level, plug this into the output of a mixer, and be recording the output of a mixer. So say if I'm recording a podcast. These guys are doing a podcast and they have 7 mics going into a mixer. They're recording each thing individually, but I want to take it and put it right on YouTube. I want to take clips, put it right on YouTube. I can actually take my transmitter, connect it to the record output of the mixer, and then be filming them. Then instantly when the podcast is done, put it right on YouTube, start cutting it up, and I have the exact audio they got from that mixer. Another thing you could think about is say you have a church or a synagogue, and they have 70 different microphones. They have microphones on the choir, they have microphones on the preacher, they have a microphone sometimes on the crowd and all over at the altar. I can't put mics in these places and have it go to my camera, but I could put this on the output of the record output of the mixer, and I could get all the sound from the church perfectly mic'd up. That's been mic'd up by however much they spent on their system, easily and quickly right to my camera or phone. And I mentioned camera or phone because this comes with TRS and TRRS output cables. So cameras, recorders, mixers, also smartphones, tablets, computers, with that TRRS connector that gives you that right out of the box. This system, we dropped the price on it, and actually it's going to be a final price of $249 for the dual and $169 for the single transmitter version. So that's a really great value to the customers. And with all these features and more that I mentioned, it's a really fantastic system that really sets it apart from a lot of things on the market and gives you so much out of the box, including the lavaliers. But it doesn't stop there with a camera mountable receiver. We also have a lightning receiver and a USB-C receiver versions. All the same things are the same, but there's a couple really cool features I'm going to explain to you in a moment.
Thank you.
Shut it down, open the case. Of course, it turns on by itself. And then, of course, I can hand my talent. There you go. There you go. Here's your lab. Here's your lab. And I can put this right on my phone. I only have 2 hands, so I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to try to do this as best I can. But here I am. Now I have a dual wireless system on my smartphone. This is the Lightning version, of course. The Lightning is B3 and B4, 2 transmitter versions for Lightning. The B5 and B6 are 1 and 2 transmitter versions for USB-C. Lightning, of course, for iPhone and iPad. USB-C for nearly everything on the planet. Android, iPad Pro, iPad Air, computers, what have you. Anything USB-C, that'll work. But here, there's a couple cool things about this receiver that I'm going to go through for a moment. But the systems are the same, very similar to the B1 and B2 systems. They come with lavaliers, and of course, the same transmitter, the same power. The charging case has the same amount of power, but since the receiver does not need power, it gives you 45 hours of power on the go with this system. The single transmitter version of both the B4, the B3 and the B5, Lightning and USB-C, respectively, are 149, and the 2 transmitter versions are 219. That's for the B4 for Lightning and the B6 for USB-C. So it's an incredible value for smartphone video recorders and audio recorders. Gives it an amazing value. But let's talk about the receiver, because I know that there's some systems out there that have a Lightning and USB-C receiver that go from microphones right into your phones. One thing to note, Saramonic actually innovated that in 2018 with our original Blink 500. This is the Blink 500 Pro X, is the newest generation. And there's a couple really cool features that nobody else has, and let me go over them right now. There's a mono and stereo switch right on there, which allows you to mix the 2 mics together in mono. So you and I have mics on, it mixes together, and I could go right out to YouTube or right out to social media and not have to worry about mixing it in post. But if I am mixing in post, I switch it to stereo, which mixes my mic, which separates my mic and your mic. So if I'm talking too loud and you're talking too low, in post I can raise your levels and turn down my levels. It gives you a lot more mixing and functionality, in post-production. And that's a really cool thing for many people who are trying to get the best audio, especially you got the once-in-a-lifetime interview and your subject's a little low or your subject's a little loud. You don't want you be able to control that in your mixing software. It gives you a lot of flexibility there. Another feature about the receiver that's completely unique is you'll see it has a headphone output. It's 3.5 millimeter headphone output, earbuds or professional headphones, what have you. But, that's pretty cool. You're hearing what the receiver hears. You're not hearing what the receiver hears. You're listening to what the app is recording. It has real-time monitoring of the app, even if your app does not allow real-time monitoring. And many apps don't. The iPhone video app, nope, doesn't do that. Most Android video apps do not have real-time monitoring. We bypass all that and allow you to monitor what the app is really hearing. And that's a huge deal and lets you really know, because it's like the receiver could sound great, but what's happening in the app is it could be overloaded or too low. I know because I'm hearing what's going on in the app, and that's really what you want, to be able to monitor real time and make sure there's no problems. And that's one of the many things that sets the system apart, but one of the really coolest things about these little mobile receivers. Again, the Blink 500 Pro X, B3, B4, B5, and B6 are all the mobile versions. The B1 and B2 are for cameras and mobile devices with 3.5 millimeter inputs. One thing that's coming out very soon, I hope to announce it and actually have that either in mid-May or actually maybe June, is the handheld transmitter holder for the Pro X. Very similar to the original Blink 500 Pro transmitter holder, but this is for the Pro X. So it allows me to put a transmitter on this transmitter holder, and actually I can use it like this, or I can use the included phone windscreen and do handheld interviews like this. Oh, that's cool, Joe. I've seen that before. It's just a piece of plastic that holds the thing. There's nothing crazy about that. Wrong. This actually has a lithium-ion battery in there that allows you to charge your transmitter. So it has 10 hours of battery life. But say if you and me are walking around NAB for 4 days and never can get power, which is crazy, but might happen. This allows you to have an additional 3 times charging right on there. So that's 40 hours of power right out of the box. So I can interview all day, never ever have to worry about the power on the transmitter going out. So that's a really cool feature. This is going to be available probably within about 30 days, and that's the Blink 500 Pro X HM transmitter holder. It's going to go for $59. Okay, cool. Next, what I'd like to show you is the Blink 100 system. The Blink 100 system's very similar in the nomenclature when it comes to B1 through B6. So you'll understand how we do this very easily. But this is our system that's targeted more for people on a really tight budget or beginning content creators. The Blink 100 revolves around these clip-on transmitters. They have an internal microphone, internal omnidirectional microphone with a furry windscreen that's included. They have 10 hours of battery life. You're noticing a trend there. 10 hours of battery life on these transmitters. But they also have a 12-step gain on there, so it allows you to dial in the level that you want. But they also have a really cool feature that allows you to turn on the noise canceling. It's an active noise cancellation, which gets rid of the background noise, which is amazing in an environment like this, for instance, where it's really noisy, or say I'm on the side of the road doing an interview or doing some content. I click that on and it isolates the human voice and focuses on them. So it's a really cool feature, especially for beginning content creators who don't know how to do a lot of editing and audio and just want a great sound right out of the box. Not only that, because of their price point, we actually have a new price drop coming in May, and that's going to be $79 for single transmitter versions, and then $99 for dual transmitter versions. So that's extraordinarily affordable. When a customer comes in and they're looking for something for a beginning content creator like a kid, they don't want to spend $300 for a microphone system. Not everybody has that to spend. But the $100, that's pretty cool. I get a dual system for that. That's awesome. And there's a whole bunch of functionality on this system that really set it apart. This is the camera mountable receiver that comes with the B1 or B2 system, $79 and $99 respectively again. 3.5 millimeter output, 10 hours of battery life as well. But it comes with a TRS and TRRS output cable, allowing you to connect to cameras, recorders, mixers, mobile devices, computers, and more right out of the box. They also come with a really nice little pouch that you can put everything in, and you don't have to worry about the cables. Everything's ready to go. Put it in your pocket, and your wireless system is ready to go. So that's a real cool thing. And 10 hours gives you a whole lot of power. Again, B1 and B2 are the camera mountable receivers, 1 and 2 transmitter versions. B3 and B4 are the 1 and 2 transmitter versions for Lightning, and B5 and B6 are the USB-C 1 and 2 transmitter versions. So let's talk about the Lightning one, because I have my iPhone here. I plug in my Lightning receiver to my phone. The whole system, when you, no matter what you get, auto pairs. As you can see, I just turned it on, automatically paired to my iPhone. There you go. These are automatically paired. In 10 seconds, I'm ready to go. I hand you a mic, and you're ready to go. Clip this to your collar, and I'm recording some content for my YouTube page, for my social media. Really great, very easy to use. Anyone out of the box can get these started. Oh, it's a little loud? No problem. I'll turn it down a little bit there. And they also have on these the noise canceling function when you click on the I got to turn the camera app. I apologize because I'm off here. Let me turn my camera app on so they don't turn off. There you go. I just click the up and down button on there, and the noise canceling feature is engaged. So there's not much to do. There's no settings. It's just literally turn it off, turn it on. Simple. Turn it up, turn it down right there. And it also has a little soft touch mute there. One other cool feature about this is these have 10 hours of battery life. That's awesome. Gives you a lot of power. But my phone doesn't have 10 hours of battery life. I've tried. When I'm filming, this doesn't have it. So these mobile receivers have a cool function there. They have a USB-C through port. So this allows you to charge your phone while in use. So say if I'm streaming an event and it's going all day, I can have my phone on a tripod with a USB-C power supply, and be streaming all day without stopping. Of course, just hand the mic from person to person. You're going. You and I can have a 10-hour argument or whatever you want to do on camera. Nobody wants to watch that, but you get the idea. Gives you a whole lot of flexibility, a whole lot of functionality, and the price is really unbelievable. As I mentioned a moment ago, we're dropping the price in May. That's going to be a final price, $99 for a dual system. No matter if you're getting the camera mountable system or one of the phone mounted system, really great value for people starting out. And not everybody has $600, $700 for a wireless system. You know, they're just starting out. They're just seeing if they're into it. You know, and this allows them to get a great sound with ease, and that's what makes them great about the Blink 100 system.
Today's Mac Voices is supported by HelloFresh. Go to hellofresh.com/MacVoices16 and use the code MacVoices16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. Did you know that HelloFresh does more than just delicious dinner? Not only can you take your pick from 40 weekly recipes, but you can choose from over 100 items to round out your order, from snacks and easy lunches to desserts and party necessities. Everything arrives in one box on a delivery day you choose. And HelloFresh cares about quality. That's why their seasonal ingredients are picked at peak ripeness and travel from the farm to your home in less than 7 days, so you know they're fresh. That's extra important to me since I don't want to be running to the grocery store every few days. It also means that I'm getting just what I need and not wasting time, money, or food buying things I don't need or won't completely use. Another one in the win column for HelloFresh. Try it for yourself. Go to hellofresh.com/MacVoices and use the code MacVoices16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. Again, that's hellofresh.com/MacVoices16 and use the code MacVoices16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. Thanks to HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, for supporting Mac Voices.
All right. The next thing I'm going to show you is our brand new product that we announced at NAB. This is a very unique wireless system. This is called the Saramonic Blink Me. This is the B2 system, as you can see here, with 2 transmitters. It all revolves around these very unique transmitters. As you can see right here is one of the transmitters. You can put your logo on here. You can put a picture of your kid. We have actually a picture of some of the attendees of the show right there that we wanted to show you. I like to put pictures of my daughters on this and show them their pictures on a wireless system. It's very cool. These transmitters, as I mentioned a moment ago, are very unique. They're really designed for people who want to who want to express themselves, whether it be a company logo or they want to have a picture of their dog. I have one of my influencers come in and we put a picture of her gorgeous dog on these, and it really sets it apart. Like, people can put NFT pictures on these, anything you want to do. So this is really for the consumer or the content creator who wants to stand out from the crowd and really look a little bit different. They include magnetic mounts. This is the magnetic mount clip, as you can see right there. It was on there before, but in the custom case that comes with it, flip that back here, you're also going to see other types of magnetic mounts. So I can actually mount it to my shirt just using a standard. I can do it right through my NAB badge, right there, and there it is, right through my NAB badge. Of course, it makes it easy to mount it wherever you want. Besides that, one cool feature about the system, and actually unique, and also something that's patented about the system, is the way that the transmitters charge. You can see the connectors right there, and you can actually see on the receiver. I pull off this little shoe mount there.
A charging case
Trying to juggle all these magnets, it gets very confusing. But here you go. So I'm going to charge the system. They charge right on the receiver. So that's a really cool feature, and this is a patented thing that only comes with the Blink Me. Besides that, going a little other features, but besides the basic thing with the images, this is a TFT display, an OLED TFT display that you can put your pictures. You have onboard recording with up to 24-bit 48K recording built in. You also have active noise canceling. So very similar to the Blink 100, you can turn on noise canceling, get rid of background noise, things of that nature. Also, you have transmitter gain, all controllable here on the touchscreen, and you have actually brightness as well. So you can actually make these things go off if you're trying to be a little more discreet, or you can make them bright, and you can control how the display works. All that stuff is handled right there on the touchscreen, but also controlled on this touchscreen. This is the receiver's touchscreen. I can control every aspect of the transmitter on here. So if I'm interviewing Billy and Tony, and Billy is just getting a little loud, I can turn him down without having to walk over and actually turn down his transmitter. I can turn on recording on the transmitters from here. So a lot of really cool functionality on the receiver, all controlled to the touch screen there. Another really cool and unique feature is it has 3 outputs. You have the output that goes to TRS or TRRS, which those cables are included. So that's 3.5 millimeter. You also have a headphone output to monitor in real time. And you have a USB-C output. This is where you charge the receiver, but also this is an output, which allows you to have a digital output connection go to USB-C or like your computer, your Android device, or if you use a USB-C to Lightning adapter into your iPhone. And this is mono or stereo, meaning I can have the mics mixed together in mono, or I can have them separated in stereo. And that's another unique feature that other systems just simply don't have. Not only that, I can go out of the USB-C output digitally and the 3.5 millimeter analog output simultaneously. So I can go into my camera and also record into my smartphone simultaneously if I want to, as well as record on the transmitters. There's a lot of recording options when it comes to the system, and it's a very unique and new design from Saramonic, and certainly geared towards those creators who want to make a statement and stand out from the crowd.
You have to be exhausted.
Always.
And we didn't even get to the other table.
Yeah, Saramonic has a lot of products, and one thing that sets Saramonic apart from many of the other manufacturers and is what we really take care of our mobile customers as well as we take care of our camera customers. We have the most audio solutions for mobile devices, whether it be Lightning or USB-C, on-camera microphones, wireless intercom systems, so many different things I'd love to show you. I have a little interface that clips right in your phone, and you can plug any microphone into it. Really fantastic products. I could sit here and talk all day, but I'm already losing my voice, and I appreciate the time with you and your viewers to show you any of it.
Well, hey, thank you so much for the time. The website where folks can learn to know more about everything you just showed us and a whole lot more.
Saramonicusa.com, so Saramonic and USA.com. Also, you can check us out on YouTube, search for Saramonic USA. We have lots of videos, some how-tos, showing you how to hide lavaliers, get better sound out of lavaliers, get more out of your on-camera microphones. Not only product videos, but some tutorials that really help you up your game quite a bit.
Joe, thank you so much for the time.
Anytime. Thank you.
Take care.
Appreciate it. Bye, everybody.
Folks, more from NAB in Las Vegas. I'm Chuck Joyner. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with MacVoices Magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CashFly at cashfly.com.